Coast boy, you know. Coast boy, you know. What is up, YouTube, man? It is your boy Chopper Slice, and you know what it is. You are now rocking with Coast Boy TV, Sports and COD. You know, aka Chop and Tosh Entertainment, aka Keeping It Cousin. You know what it is, man. Welcome to UFC4, man. How you guys doing today? We got another fighter for you. I told you I'm gonna try to keep them coming as quick as possible. In between life, and I want to make time to do this because I love you guys, and you know what I'm saying, y'all inspire me to do this, man. And I love dropping content for y'all. I'm gonna have streaming content. I'm gonna have fighters coming out. When Esports Boxing Club drop, I'm gonna have fighters on that coming out. And I want to let y'all know, man, like I said, we're gonna be upgrading our channel. It's just gonna take some time. You know, I do I do pay bills. I pay, you know, everything that adults supposed to pay. So, you know, I kind of gotta upgrade and fund these things, but it will happen. We got another fighter for you guys, and he was requested by Shep Squad TV, and I checked his channel out. Shout outs to that brother, though. He don't sponsor me or nothing, but check his channel out. He's a cool cat, man. He said he liked to see David Tua, and I never forgot it. I still remember everyone who asked for fighters months ago, and I still haven't got to it. You know what I'm saying? My grandfather's been sick, but he's doing better. So, you know, things has been difficult, but here he is, man. David Tua, man. He is a Samoan, New Zealand boxer, and he is a beast heavyweight. Man, David Tua, man, one of the best heavyweights of his era. I think he boxed from like 92 to like 2010 maybe. He didn't have a super long career, but he had a decent career. He had over 10 years. So but yeah, David Tua, man, he is an animal. He's had some brilliant fights. One of his most iconic fights was with Ike Ibibo or something like that. I just know his first name's Ike, and them two brawled. They supposedly at that time has set the record for the most punches thrown in a heavyweight fight. I think that record has been broken already, though, from like, I think Dylan White maybe might be one of the ones who's the newer fighters. But anyway, let's jump into it, man. Fighter type boxer, powerhouse, of course. Male, 238, 5'10". You know what I'm gonna do different? I'm gonna call him Dave instead of David on here. I'm gonna call him Dave, if that's cool. And the music in the background, man, I think I'm okay to play it. I don't think I can get copyright from it. I hope not. It's just a little instrumental that's on the game. It don't have nobody's lyrics or nothing on it. They don't have the two. I think he's called the Tuamanator. They don't have that on there. Don't even have the Terminator on there. So I put the Enforcer, the Tuamanator social media handle. He was born in he was actually born in Samoa, I believe, but he lives and he was raised in New Zealand. It's another place in New Zealand that starts with like F, I think, but they don't have it on there. So I put Auckland, because I think he lived in Auckland at one point, or he might live in Auckland now. So I just went ahead and put Auckland, New Zealand. Now here's the thing. I've seen a lot of fights with him and watched some clips of him, and I'll be honest, he's not a boxer that was one of my extreme favorites that I, you know, completely studied hard on. I have came across him and studied his style because I wanted to know a lot about power punchers and a lot about infighters. So him and Duran was one of the two that was two of the ones that I had studied on at that time. But I seen some fights with him with short hair, no hair, and that the hairstyle that he has now, which they don't have the exact 100% one, but that looks similar. And there was another one I was gonna go with that I'm gonna let y'all know about. But I was trying to find the ages that he was when he was in some of his iconic fights, man. He fought Lennox Lewis too, but I don't think that people were disappointed in that fight at the time. But I rewatched the highlights, and both of those guys were known to be knockout artists. So yeah, they might have been a little nervous and hesitant to throw, but I can understand what the people are talking to. They paid all that money, they want to see a great, heavyweight fight. But you know what I'm saying, those guys are the ones taking a risk, so we have to give them the respect. But I just put 24, man. I was gonna say 20, but I put 24. So orthodox. Now the stance I'm probably gonna change if I don't like it, but and he's not based on any a certain fight. I was gonna base him off the fight with him and Ike, but I wanted to go ahead and give him that kind of hair, so I'm basing him off his prime career. But I gave him this type of stance here. I might have to give him a more of this type of stance, like kind of your Tyson type. But I went ahead and I gave him this one here because I call it the low Philly shell. Because I seen him fight, man, and he had some bob and weave head movements. He's a pressure fighter, and he likes to move his head and keep it off the center line as he comes towards you, similar to Joe Frazier. Which Joe Frazier, nobody can have a style like him. He had his own movement and style. Which Esports Boxing Club guys, that is going to be a great game. I want so bad to go over the trailer and talk about it with you guys, what I seen, but I don't have the equipment to do that right now. So while I think I do have the equipment to do it, but I don't have I have to get it all set up in the space and everything, and I may not have all of it. No, I don't. I got to get a monitor. That's right. So right now I'm doing this off the system. So, but yeah, man. Where was I at? Yeah, his style of fighting. When he was fighting Lennox Lewis, he had like this type of style with the head movement. Oh yeah, Esports Boxing Club. Excuse me. Let me get back. Yes, I want to do a video to that, man, and but I will talk about that. I'm gonna do a separate video talking about that, man. That game is gonna top the charts. I feel. I have. If you're complaining about that game and the things that are in that game right now, you're crazy. You need to check yourself. But anyway, before you wreck yourself. But yeah, man, I like this style here. The low Philly shell is what I call it. So I'm gonna roll with that one. Let's get on the appearance. The hair, I went with 67. Now listen, here's the thing. Excuse me, let me get back. I went with 67, but I started out with this one here. I started out with that one. Now neither one of these are 100% his, because he has like his hair, I don't think is that thick, even though it's Samoan. And Samoan culture, I think their natural hair is a little thicker than most Caucasians, but it's not super thick like that, I don't think. I wanted to pick that one. I may go ahead and pick that one because I always go back over my fighters and edit them, which I did edit Manny Pacquiao, so I am going to drop a new video for that one too, so stay tuned. As well as the new fighters are coming too. But I went ahead and done 67. But if you want to choose one, you could either go, I recommend these. I'm going to show you. I'm going to start from scratch. I recommend these. I thought about going with the bald spot. I mean, blah, blah, blah. The bald head him. I did that on my own. That there. The bald head him. You can either go with the bald. And I think one point in his career, he might have even had a little color to the tip of it. I'm not sure. But I don't think it was blonde. I think it was like, it may have been blonde. I'm not sure. But then again, I think it might not even happen. I'm pretty sure he did, though. So 8. So which one would I? 6, 8, and 63, because it's got that loose hair. See, I thought about going with that. And you could even go with these if you want and fill in like the size, because he's had them different sizes. You know what I mean? I even thought about that one, but that's too thick. That's more African American hair. But I went ahead and went with that one, 67. Of course, you know, this is all MMA game, so everything ain't gonna be 100%. And the creases that I made, of course, they're a little bit noticeable, so I need to go back and lighten them just a tad on the forehead and the smile lines and things like that. Where he's Samoan, he's kind of got like an Asian-y type eyes, but it's hard to make that. You know what I'm saying? So, but I chose for the eyebrows 3. Facial hair, I went with facial hair 21, and I edited that up a little bit with the tattoos that I'll go through and I'll explain that to you guys. I would have loved to just made it easier and choose one of these, but these are too long. So I went ahead and went with 21. Body hair, I don't think he had body hair, but I seen one of his fights and it looked like he had like a little happy trail or whatever, like men get, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go ahead and go with I went ahead and went with let me see, let me go back. I'm all over the place, guys, sorry. Body style 3, and hair color black. You go ahead and go back. I think I covered everything on the hairstyle. Yep. Alright. Now I started with template 21. Let me hit you with that 8 and 0 360. He started that. Shout outs to 8 and 0. Shout outs to Creative Players. Shout outs to Marshall Mind. Boxing Fanatico. Prioxis. I think it's a newer guy that I started checking out, man. I love your content, by the way. Prioxis. Creative Player. Rampage. Danny P. Rhino. Michael Peterson, Shep Squad TV, Dirt Gang TV, NHC Snipe, and many more, man. If I missed you, I love you. Shout outs to all y'all, man. Unknown, shout outs to you, CSJ. It's been a minute, cuz. Shout outs to everybody. If it wasn't for you guys, like, I know I don't have a lot of audience and subscribers right now, but the ones that I do have, I am so thankful. And I ask one favor of you guys: please get some of your friends to subscribe. I want to get this thing going. I want to make it a career if I can. So, and I need the help. I need you guys. So I'm gonna put in the work, and I need y'all to help me put in the work. But my channel is gonna be strictly creating players, fighters, creating fighters, and what is it? And we're gonna set up a talk show too about sports, but creating fighters mostly, and streaming as well. I'm gonna do that on the side too. Call of Duty. I got a lot of things that I want to build up for Coach Boy TV. So you know what I'm saying. I got a lot of things I want to build up, but let's get it going. Go back. I think I went too far on that. Me need to bring the eyebrows, but he always had that mean like type of look. If you go and check a picture out of him, he's always got that mean look. And what I struggled with the most on this, guys, was the nose. Like, I couldn't get the nose 100% right, but I think I got it decently there. But I would like to go back and I'm gonna try something when we get to the tattoos. Oh yeah, let me fix this. Let me bring this down just a little. That's where I meant to go with that. Or shit, should I bring it up? Should we leave it at 70? You know what? We're gonna leave it at 77. 67. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, David Tua was a banger, man. He's had some very good fights, man. And I think he, like, in his first like 23 fights maybe, or 26. I think in his first 26 fights, and maybe 16, I'm not sure. I need to go double check that. But he had, let's say let's say this. It's either 16 or 26. I'm pretty sure it's 26. His first 26 fights, he knocked out 23 opponents.
Grab this plate.
Thank you, baby. My wife brought in, my fiance brought in some lunch that I'm very thankful for. But yeah, in his first 23 fights, I think he had 26 fights, he had 23 knockouts. So this dude was known for his devastating power, man. And I think the dream fight they wanted to happen was him and Mike Tyson, and I don't think it ever got to happen. That would have been, man, even him and Morrison. I would even like to see him and Foreman, which I think Foreman could get him. Even Larry Holmes, I mean, at the time, you know what I mean? And I always go back through, guys, so if you guys missed anything, let me hit the nose, go back to the nose one more time. See, yeah, this is what I got. The nose is what I struggled on. Let me see something while we're here. Don't quite stick with the tip shape yet. I just want to try something out. Okay, if I done that to the tip shape, took away the width, what'd happen? Okay, let me bring the tip shape back up. Just work with me on this, guys. Then I'm gonna keep it moving. Need a light. Sig. Yeah, I need to work on the nose, man. I really do. I feel like I don't have the nose where I need it to be, guys. I'm gonna come back and do another video for the nose, and I'm gonna drop it for you guys. I need to edit the nose. I have to. There's something I want to do to it. What was you saying, baby?
I was just asking if you picked the phone up off the bed. I got it. Never mind. Sorry to interrupt you.
You didn't interrupt me. You good?
There's tea in the fridge also.
Okay.
It ain't cold yet. That's why I brought that back in here.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let me see
We also
something.
have a couple half of peanut butter jelly over here if you want it too.
Okay. I didn't think about that. Okay. Okay. Now nostril tool. Excuse me, guys. Bear with me on this. I apologize. This may be close enough. Okay, yeah, right here's where I need it. And I need that shape either down or... Nah, I need the shape. I need the shape.
Good girl. Good girl. Yeah, I knew that would get you to eat it. Max, no, no. That's your brother's. Here, little girl. Come on. Max, get up here.
Ooh, no.
Here.
32, I need to put that back on 32.
Max.
Nostril tip. Sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna hit one of these real quick if that's cool.
I don't care. Should fill up water.
Thank you. Okay. All right.
Thank you, buddy. Oh, you gave Max your last piece. You're a sweet fella.
He gave Max the last piece.
Yeah, his last couple pieces.
Cool.
She probably didn't have a choice.
You think she said something to him?
She just got down there and ate it.
Yeah, he's a sweet little fella.
It's empty though, so I don't even start tripping over it. God, I'm hot. It's empty, Trim. You shouldn't have gave it to her.
Ah, I'm stuck on the nose, fellas. And peoples. Fellas and ladies. Nostril size. You know what? I'm gonna leave it about right there.
You need to slow down, Max. You ate too fast.
Alright guys, I'm gonna leave it right there. Let's move it. Alright, copy that down. Sorry about that. Yeah, that don't look too bad. It's close enough. If you need to plug your phone up, you can have me mine.
Do it.
If you need to plug your phone up, you can have me mine if you want.
I'm good, but if you need yours, I'll hand it to you. If you want it.
It's about dead, but
I mean, phone?
Mm-mm. But yeah, guys, sorry about the hold up. David Tua was an animal, though, man. He was very, very powerful. He was one of the best heavyweights to ever do it, in my opinion. He didn't have the super long career, but he had a decent career, especially for combat sports. You gotta think guys are in there taking blows to the head, non-stop, and yeah. See, I feel like more guys last longer in UFC than they do in boxing because you're not taking constant blows to the head. I mean, you are, and I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion. I could be wrong though. I love UFC too, just as much as I love boxing. Boxing was the first. They say, but it's combat sports and I respect it. I think Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is one of the greatest martial arts ever made because it was made by, I think it was through the Gracie family. I think the start of it was through the Gracie family, or someone taught the oldest Gracie member and he passed it down. But man, I mean, you don't gotta be strong. You don't gotta be nothing. You just gotta do it right. It's technique. And I think it's real cool. Royce Gracie, he's one of my favorite UFC fighters of all time. And my favorite, I love stand up, but Royce Gracie is one of my favorite UFC of all time. And mixed martial artists, he is. Man, he was whooping guys that was 10 times bigger than him. Now I'm gonna go through this pretty quick, cause I got held up on the nose. Got it to where I want it. Now I wish I had those creases right there, like those little creases like right there at the nostril, on both nostrils that separate from the middle of your nose. Those little that line that goes like right around your nostril. I wish those were like more noticeable. Now I thought about making those when I get to the tats. But this is David Tua, man. We would have all loved to see him and Mike Tyson go at it. Maybe it just wasn't meant to happen, He reminds you of I'll tell you someone who reminds me of him. Totally two different people though. Hell, even David Tua and Butterbean. Hey, Butterbean was a banger. I don't know why he's like the lowest ranking on Fight Night. I feel like they disrespected him. He's not the fastest or whatever. Larry Holmes completely outboxed him at an old age. But Larry Holmes kept that jab on him. Boom, 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 and then hit him with the straight. Boom. He just boxed him the whole time. And won the fight. I can understand that, like, it was because he was a bigger dude. But man, when he got inside and when he was younger, he came out and he was knocking brothers out, and he was outboxing dudes. I mean, Butterbean, he deserves to be up there in the Hall of Fame. Period. Alright guys, this is the formula. Let's move on to the next. Now the eyes, I picked dark brown. That's the eye color, I believe. I like the hazel, man. I feel like that stands out more, so I'm gonna go with that. But the real one is brown. Body type. Now I wish they had a thicker body type, man, with just a little bit more belly, and that would have been David Tua. But David Tua, from watching his videos, he's been different sizes. When he was younger, he was about size 20, and I've seen him at even size 19. But size 20 is what I recommend. I went with that. It's supposed to be a little bigger, but let's see, on the skin tone, I went with skin tone 6. Maybe I should have went with 7. but I went with 6. 6 or 7 is more like it. Alright, cuz let's get to the harder part. This is a long process. Alright, Arizumi 3. I use for the you see the little where the chin meets right here? I got a little backwards. I used Arizumi 3 for that. I need to move it over a little bit. And then I duplicated it once. And then for the sideburns, I used Arizumi 3. Just, you know, make them even though. On both sides, make them even. Like I said, I'm gonna go back through and edit this anyway. So I feel like I can't talk today. I know. Shape 181, by the way, my girl said, you know, she said, what's up, y'all? Shape 181. Now I put one like going across down his chest to show like a crease, because in a younger picture I seen of him, he was real cut. He was a cut dude, man. And he was a mix between, you could tell he's a natural big boy, and most Samoans are natural bigger boned. And you know, they're beautiful people, man. I study the tribe on them sometimes, you know. Well, I used to when I was younger. Now, you know the smile lines that I do on the face. It brings out the facial feature a little bit more. I feel like it helps bring out the facial feature. I never get them right around the eyes though. Hang on a minute, guys. Alright, I had to say my prayers. I didn't want to, you know, offend nobody in case you're a different religion. I respect all religions. But yeah, this is what I do with this smile line. Shapes 81. I've even seen guys do it with shape different colors, you know, depending on the color, usually yellow, orange, or black, or you know, something like that. So I even did one right here. You know, wherever you see that some features can be, like, even on the forehead, some features can be fitted, put it there, you know what I mean? It makes it look more realistic. Like right there in the middle of his, if you go and see a picture of him, he has a split right there in the middle of his top lip. I would like to do that a little better too. And you know, of course, I like to make the little belt thing. I didn't do it the way I usually do it. I need to fix that a little bit. Then on both sides, and I got Tua on there until all the way up there. So, and this is what I did with the head. I did it all the way around. And you can just make it lighter, you know what I'm saying? Huh, I must have went back and messed with something. Oh yeah. I did another shape under the eye right here. Excuse me. Another shape under the eye, and over on this side did another one there. I even took C, Clairvaux. It's pronounced Clairvaux. It's French or Haitian font 3. I took a C and did it and put it around the eye, lighten it up a bit. When you guys do it, I duplicated it too. That means double or fill it in. I did it right there, and that's what I done. That's That's how you do it. That's how I made David Tua. This is my version of David Tua, guys. I need to do this stuff. Alright, man. I wanna.
Quit licking me, Max. Stop. I love you. I don't need nothing else. I'll just take to it.
I wanna make that a little. Here we go. Oh. Huh? Ah. Yeah, guys, I'm just trying to fix this up a little bit. My controller acts crazy. I know y'all can see it moving on its own right there. I had to come back and get it, but that's my version of David Tua. I just put Tua across right there. This is him though, guys. For the clothing, I got these, I unlocked these Tiger Black trunks. They're under the Muay Thai. Of course, back in the early 90s, from the early 90s and back, they had shorter trunks. So I went ahead and you know, I went ahead and gave him these right here. I was looking at something, sitting here thinking like, dang, shit, I just went ahead and put him in boxing trunks. Put him in these or something, you know. Put him in a Strike Force joints. Put them in the green Jones. Who knows? I just went ahead and put them in the tiger joints. So this is my version of him though, man. This is David Tua, man. Australia, do they got New Zealand?
Little boy was shoveling and throwing dirt on the dog. The dog got up, walked away, shook it off, came back, turned it back towards the little boy, and started digging and throwing dirt on the little boy.
Yeah, that is cute.
It was all
man.
over him, all in his mouth and everything.
He got mad, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's what he get.
We give him the Australian, why not? It is what he get. But this is my version of David Tua, guys. And until next time, thank you for kicking it. You know what it is. Catch the stream later, and we got more fighters coming. You know.
You know.
Love y'all. Coast boy. You know.